morning, mid-afternoon, evening, wherever you at. Welcome to the Concrete Genius Podcast. I'm your host, the Concrete Genius, Sauce Mackenzie. It's a beautiful Sunday. I think it's July 30th, maybe. I'm not good with dates, just days, times, and money. But it's been a great weekend, adventurous weekend. Fight last night, amazing fight. I wanted to go somewhere and watch it. You know how it is when you get old. You're always planning to go somewhere and watch something, and then you just end up sitting on your ass, ordering it at the crib, or streaming it, whatever your preference may be. But great fight. I was excited about the fight. I think it's great for boxing. Me, I'm a traditional boxing fan. I'm not a big MMA guy. I'm old school, 70s baby. I like the boxing a lot better. I thought it was a great fight. I did go with Spence. I said it was 50-50. I thought it was going to be 50-50. And I did go with Spence, but Crawford put that thing on him. But before I talk about Crawford, because I'm going to definitely give him his propers, he's an amazing champion. I first want to talk about Spence and how he battled. A lot of people watch fights, see who lose, jokes and all that, and that's fine. I don't tell people what to joke about. But for me, I actually tried to box when I was a teenager, and I learned a lot, and then I boxed, when I was doing my service. Man, boxing ain't no joke, bro. Like, let somebody punch you in the head for 15 minutes. With a minute in between every 3 minutes. Even if they just punch you twice and see how long you could do it. Like, see how long your legs can stand up. Like, let somebody hit you in the stomach 3 times and each side of the head twice in a span of 3 minutes in 10 different 3-minute segments. And that's only what? 5 punches? That's 50 punches. See, can you take them? Dudes be taking hundreds of punches. So I never really rag on the loser. Like, boxing to me is the one sport, to me, if you a champion, you 28-1 and he 28-0, to me, I don't care who win, who lose, y'all both champions, because especially when you ready to almost go out on your feet. See, a lot of people, what we don't talk about is a lot of people fetishize. I feel like a lot of people damn near want to see you die in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, look, bro, you get in there, you stand on your shield, you fight hard, you was a great champion. Now, style-wise, I'm not Freddie Pacheco or even my guy Keon, those are boxing strategists. And shout out to my guy Keon. He told me I was throwing away money on Spence, so I didn't all the way listen to him, but I did take a 0 off that bet. So thank you, sir. It's a lot less impactful, losing a couple of hundred than a couple of grand. But I digress. But I really didn't understand the technique of Crawford. I think right now, Bud Crawford is up there with the greats, man. You know what I mean? Like, he got the defense of Floyd, but the offensive, who is that? I think my boy, BSO, Black Sports Online, he got the offensive Triple G, but the defensive Floyd. And it's amazing. It was spectacular. It was such an amazing display of boxing. It reminded me of, like, Tommy Hearns and them guys. Excuse me. It reminded me of guys like that. It was just spectacular the way he used the shoulder to block, deflect punches. Then he started playing with him, knocking his hand down. I'm like, yo, this dude can fight. And then, me, I deal with so much information. Sometimes being smart is a curse, but you take it for granted. And I did light research, but then when I did my research after he got his ass whooped, after Crawford beat Spence up, and I'm like, yo, this nigga got shot in the head, drove himself to the hospital. I missed that one. I already violated code of ethics number 27. Never bet against a dark skinned nigga. I messed that up. But it was a great fight. It was great for Vegas. I could have been there, but my son finna go to school. I've been out of town probably, out of the past 8 weeks, I've been out of town 7. And I'm just like, and then I just had a feeling like, you know what? You know how you get to a certain age, you be like, man, let me miss something. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could have went to the fight and everything. I mean, I get my hotel rooms in Vegas, you know, that's never a problem because I'm a heavy gambler. But it was just something saying, you know what, man, let me stay in Indiana tonight and relax. But I mean, just with the ferociousness that Crawford took him apart, and then the dude didn't even have to go to the doctor. Like, he ain't had no bruise on his face, no scratches. I'm like, yeah. This type of nigga in the neighborhood, you see walk down the dark alley, you just speak to him. You know what I'm saying? Because he got some shit behind him. And then when I saw his people come on stage after the fight and start dancing, I was like, yeah, I fucked up. These are some full-fledged niggas. These niggas is like my cousins. Like, Spencer cool-ass nigga. He tough, but, you know, Spence grew up with, like, condiments in the house. And nigga Crawford grew up rough. I ain't never been to Omaha, Nebraska. I've never had a reason to go to Omaha, Nebraska. But I did meet a couple of niggas from Omaha, Nebraska before, and they was a little off in the head. But I met some niggas from Dallas, they was a little off in the head, so I'm thinking like, both these people come from places that's off in the head, so let me see what's happening. And then, shit, Crawford put that thing on him. But it was just a great technical fight. There you go right there. You know what I'm saying? Great technical fight by Crawford. Great champion. It's always good to see a brother get his just due. Whichever one of them would have won, it would have been great. I would have been speaking about Crawford like this if he'd have won. I'm not a, you know, like I said, I boxed before, so I don't laugh at dudes who lose. You know what I'm saying? I laugh at the dudes that are scared to get punched. Like, you know, a lot of dudes couldn't go 2 rounds for $2 million and stay on their feet. So I don't really, shit, getting your ass whooped ain't no joke, bro. I probably, you count all my years of getting in trouble, I probably lost like 5 fights. I'd probably won like a couple of hundred, but them few that was close enough to make me feel like I lost, that shit'll break your heart, buddy. So I don't laugh about it. I'm glad it brought a lot of good discourse to the timeline. Timeline was jumping. Everybody was into it. The jokes was amazing. A lot of my media friends covered the fight. And it was just good. You know what I mean? Like, eventually, the way my company is projecting, the way I'm trending, trying to get some business things done. But eventually, I should be able to cover those type of events. I'm already going to be covering, like, NBA games, NBA events real soon. So we build a conglomerate over here at Concrete Genius Media. If you're aspiring media, if you have a personality, if you know how to move, you know how to rock and roll, you know how to make something out of nothing, I'm looking for you. I'm looking for all talent. I'm talking numbers with companies, but I want to build it up. You know what I mean? Like 2 Chainz said, if they offer me $2 million, what it's worth? You know what I mean? So I want to build it up to where that check got to be so great, I can give dudes that's rocking with me $2 million. That's my goal. I just want to rule the world. You know what I'm saying? I want to be somebody who's constantly elevating through my level of consciousness, But it was a great fight. Great time last night. Everybody was rocking. Family was rocking. Had a bunch of pizzas and, wings. My son had his friends over. I'm at that age where I let my son and his crew, I be the only old man watching the big 130 inch? I don't care how big the TV is. It's like down there big as like the first down. If it's 4th and 9 and you get a first down, that's how big the TV is. Because I can't see good, But nah, I just let him and his guys watch the fight, you know what I mean? I chill. I'm the old OG, Coach John, sit on the couch. And I relaxed. It was good. It was really good, man. I appreciated it. You know, I wanted to talk about these pro-ams, and I'll get to them. But I got to talk about the Indianapolis Colts. And I really don't want to talk about the Indianapolis Colts, but the Indianapolis Colts are such a fucking laughing stock across the country. You know what I'm saying? Like, you literally have an owner that's a junkie or an ex-junkie. Like, and here he comes out, Jonathan Taylor wants his money, been running behind, you know, a line that wasn't what it was previously. We've had horrible coaching decisions, horrible general manager decisions, horrible quarterback decisions. This is the same team that paid Kerry Collins and Matt Ryan. Who else was old they brought in here? Somebody else. I don't know. They recycled like 3 years. Somebody old. Somebody you knew you didn't have a chance to win with. They've had multiple Hall of Fame running backs, multiple Hall of Fame receivers, Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, and one Super Bowl. How is it that Manning can go to Denver, bro, with a neck stiffer than an ironing board, nigga, and still win a Super Bowl? That's incompetence. Okay, and then you don't want to pay the kid. Cool. I like JT. He's a good player, active in the community. He came right to Indianapolis, tried to get active in the community. Shit.